Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is another of my short stories from my book Soloist, roughly 200 short stories of introverts and outsiders facing a dilemma. This is one of my rare attempts to be funny. We'll see if I've succeeded. This one is called Fantasy Traffic School. I got stopped by the highway patrol.
Do you know how fast you were going?
No, sir.
You were doing 77 in a 65. I'll give you a break. I'll only write you up for 75 in a 65. That'll save you a few bucks.
How much will it be?
You will be notified by mail.
I put my head down and I sighed. It came in the mail all right. $515. Or if I want to go to traffic school, a mere $380 plus the traffic school's $99 fee, which is almost $500. But it doesn't go on your record, so your insurance won't go up. I picked Carload of Laughs Traffic School, and I'm glad I did. I didn't think it would be a good choice. I showed up, and there were a couple dozen other violators, and an instructor who looked like he'd rather have a root canal than be there. He said, "Okay, 6 hours and 45 minutes, you'll get your certificate. Let's get started. How many feet behind the school bus must your car be?" An eager beaver raised her hand. 20 feet.
Went the instructor.
It's far enough away that you can't hear the kids farting.
Just kidding. You're right. 20 feet.
How does a cop know you've run a stop sign? We were quick learners from the eager beaver's experience, so none of us raised our hand, and he said,
"You know you run a stop sign if you jog past it."
Only one person even bothered to groan.
He said, "Just kidding. The cop looks to see if your wheels have completely stopped turning."
Why shouldn't you speed?
"'Cause you might get caught. $500 ka-chang."
Seriously, you know why you shouldn't speed. After 45 minutes of this stuff, he said, "Let's take our first break." He seemed the most eager to get out of the room. After a minute of commiseration with my fellow miscreants, I too wanted out of the stuffy room, so I wandered out. Instead of hanging out with some of the other fellow scholars in front of the building, I strolled to the back. It's fun to see what we're not supposed to see, usually stuff like used oil from a restaurant or broken crockery from a plant store, but this time I struck gold. There was our burnout instructor smoking a joint. Manna from heaven. As soon as he saw me, he flung the joint away. I sauntered over, picked it up, smelled it to confirm, and said, "You needed a little something to keep you funny?" He said, "Please don't tell anybody." I strutted back to the torture chamber, classroom, where most of the scofflaws were hanging out, and I told him what I saw. When the instructor came back in, he acted like nothing happened, but I wasn't going to let that happen. So I said, "So, Mr. Instructor, I understand you've decided to end the course right now and give us all our certificate of completion?" He said, "Huh?" Whereupon I started chanting, "Weed, weed, weed, cert, 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 weed, 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 cert, cert, cert," and quickly the attendees joined the chorus. The final nail in the coffin was when I said, "Now, you don't want me to go to your company and tell them about your weedy stoner break, would you? It would, like our tickets, go on your record, and that would cost you more than a hike in your insurance premium." From the paper bag on the floor next to his desk, the instructor pulled out the stack of certificates, slammed it on his desk, and swayed out. As soon as I got back in my car, I patted my certificate and made a point of, after checking for cops, rolling through a stop sign. My wheels definitely were turning. Anyway, that short story is called Fantasy Traffic School from my book Soloists. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.